Hello, I want to share the chart for this really important conjunction, I feel, that's coming up on Friday, March 26th. This is the event chart for when Venus goes combust with the sun. So Venus has been transitioning from being a morning star, and now she is crossing the sun, and she's going to appear at the beginning of May as an evening star again. So this is a huge transition. Venus has been in battle goddess mode, and in some ways she's finishing up her battle goddess mode throughout the beginning parts of this week, and all the way until Friday. And then she's gonna go exact with the sun starting at 1:30 a.m. in the morning. This is Central Time. I'm in Moorhead, Minnesota. And she dances in this exact conjunction with the sun from like 1:30 in the morning to like 3:15 a.m. It might even be a little longer than that, but that's where I seem to see it, see them splitting again. She's moving away into her evening aspect. And so Venus as an evening star has different qualities than she does as a morning star. And her area of rulership is over the heart chakra. Venus is the planet closest to the sun, and in ancient days, Venus was known as the planet Inanna. And Inanna has this double bipolar aspect to her, which reveals, I think it reveals a lot about feminine psychology and what's natural for the feminine to have these two places of rulership, of the underworld and of the world above. And what's fascinating about this chart is that when this happens, well, there's a couple things. I'll just walk through the chart. So the first thing I notice is that Venus and the sun are here in Aries, and the sun in Aries is itself just that warrior energy and the energy and the fire of spring rising up from the ground with like new power, vitality, all of the energies we would associate with the green man, or the idea of the life that's inside of everything that's living. And somewhere there we find the mysteries of the Great Mother, and this can lead back to some of those texts like Thunder Perfect Mind, I'm wanting to say Pistis Sophia, but that's not the name of it. Anyways, it'll come to me. But the writings of how she is in everything. The mother is in everything that's alive. And so the mysteries there are unity, that we're all children of the one, that the mother, the High Holy Sophia, feeds both sides of the tree of life from her two breasts. The mystery of two is connected to the priestesses, as two represents the priestess in the tarot deck, the two ovaries that the feminine holds in her womb, two trees, we can think about it that way, and these two trees appear in the biblical literature in Genesis and in Revelation. So we have like the mysteries of life and death cycle, and the feminine rules over creating life and continuing life's flow, and also she protects life. And when life is being threatened, and when organic matter is being threatened, she brings out her fierce warrior battle goddess aspects in order to protect and defend life. And one image that is very powerful for that energy is the energy of Medusa. She was known as a symbol of protection for life itself, as well as the green man, and the kings of old who were united with priestesses and pledged to protect the land. So somewhere we got off track, and the sacred elements were attacked, and we lost balance with our relationship to the earth. So a lot of the energy coming up right now is asking us to reconnect with the 5 sacred elements, to ground, to see again sacred the things that are most essential to the feminine, which is also to all of organic life itself. So earth, fire, air, water, and then this cosmic ether energy. When Venus combusts the sun or goes exact with the sun, she's also conjunct Chiron and Ceres. And so I see this as like a big purification of the wounds of the feminine. And I feel like that's further amplified in these houses here in Pisces and Virgo. When this conjunction happens, we have Lilith, Athena, Hecate, and Mercury here. And then next to Mercury is Neptune. And next to Neptune is the asteroid America. So all these really interesting, powerful feminine figures, and I would say warrior figures. I have turkeys running around my yard. So across the chart, we have at the beginning degrees the moon. And the moon is conjunct Vesta, the sacred priestess, which could be connected to Mary, Mother Mary, that priestess, virgin priestess lineage. Mother Mary is connected to the Virgo constellation. So we have the balance of earth, Virgo, and water, spiritual Pisces. And in this water sign over here, we have these warrior feminine creatures. Lilith is the rage for Gilgamesh cutting down the life tree in that Medusa type energy. Athena is here, warrior goddess of wisdom, connected to ancient Neith. And Hecate, the triple goddess, known to be the goddess of crossroads and one who also traverses both sides of the tree, the dark and the light. So that's across from the moon and Vesta. And so it would be almost like this healing within the heart place itself. I'm thinking of like the low heart and the high heart, or that aspect of the feminine that is this warrior protectress, and the aspect that is also virginal, or the aspect that's very earthy, and then the other aspect that's very spiritual and pure. And yet both of these coexist within the goddess herself. These are two aspects of the goddess and two aspects of women which need to get reconciled. And this morning in meditation, it just came up that it's like the low heart and the high heart, and we're tying those together. And as this conjunction happens, there's a grand trine in the chart, the trine between Saturn and Mars is at the North Node Destiny here at 13 degrees, which is a goddess number. So there's this powerful warrior energy, goddess warrior energy, and Saturn is supporting these structures, and it's almost as if the goddess is like reforming these structures on Earth. This is a part of her heart healing, or the Venusian mysteries, the goddess mysteries, and the work that she is doing, and it hits the MC, so that this is the point that's right above the sky at this time, and this is at 5 degrees in Libra. So that bringing balance back to the airwaves with the feminine wisdom, reconciling the below and the above. And this is what is going to help us hit the destiny here. Also, the vertex for this event, which is like the cosmic doorway and the way in which the light shines through in a particular way that's unique at this time. Medusa asteroid is right here at the vertex, which means like when Venus goes combust, Medusa energy is activated. And that is trining this Poseidon America situation over here. So it's like America's having this Medusa moment. And to really, Medusa's linked with medicine. She's linked with protection of the elements. And she's also linked with, a great injustice being done, and how the feminine was raped or lost or disrespected. So what's also interesting here is that Neptune is conjunct America. Neptune has been in Pisces, kind of plumbing the depth of the oceanic mysteries of like illusions, sorting through what's true, what's not true. And then across here where the moon is an asteroid called Panopea. And I looked up that, and it's connected with all of the sea nymphs which accompany Poseidon. I'm thinking of Mother Mary energy and her connection with the mermaids. I think there's a painting that has even Mary Magdalene as having a fishtail, or the myths of like the Black Madonna being plunged into the sea or being taken out of the sea. At this moon exactly is all the sea nymphs that accompany Poseidon with the moon in this virginal priestess sign, earth priestess. And then over here we have all the water, and Neptune is down here. And so it's almost like some emotional, watery weaving back together that's happening as these different aspects of the goddess become woven back together into our understanding of unity, our understanding of how creation is connected, our collective awareness that what is done to one is also done to all. So really weaving together the heart mysteries and the Medusa mysteries of honoring the boundaries of sacred life, of organic matter, and kind of a recovery of the aspects of the goddess, or ways in which the sacred hoop has been broken. So what's also happening in Gemini is Mars. You can actually see Mars in the sky. It's been like a second eye, red eye, in the Taurus constellation recently. So even though Mars is here in Gemini in whole signs, when I look up in the sky, I see Mars in Taurus, and it's probably getting closer to actually being in Gemini. But so the red eye of Taurus is Aldebaran, I believe is how you pronounce it. I might be pronouncing it wrong. Anyway, that's the red eye of Taurus. And then Taurus, the bull, protects the Pleiades, or the light nursery, or it's connected with the light mothers. This really important part of the sky. And then a little further on, when Mars moves into Gemini, it's going to move over Rigel star system, which is in Orion. And that is part of the sacred hoop in the sky that there's some ancient tradition about the hoop being broken, and we can restore the earth to peace when the sacred hoop is put back together. So some of it is weaving together the double sides of the tree, and weaving back together some of these Rigel mysteries with the Venusian mysteries, finding that center pole. So I'm seeing that there's this great heart transformation that's going to happen, and kind of a renewal in our ability to recognize one another as parts of the whole, and seeing each of our unique places in the tree as Venus incorporates all this that's happening right now, and draws us deeper into her mysteries, because Venus holds also the keys of how to live harmoniously in a sacred pattern like the bees. So there's much for us to learn from the bees who tend the tree of life and who show us how, again, to honor the queen. So Freya also rules Friday. So this is all happening on Freya's day this Friday. So heads up, and may our hearts be healed and expanded, and may there be love again on the earth between all beings.